Violence is never the answer.
Our next guest has been to countless Trump rallies over the years. Former Trump White House senior counselor and Fox News contributor Kellyanne Conway joins us now. Kellyanne, good morning to you. You have taken on all the coverage last night. As we mentioned, you've been to many of these rallies and you've been watching, I'm sure, this morning. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm not surprised that the Trump children have weighed in because this is a very tight-knit family. And when President Trump decided he was going to run again, obviously everybody is all in. My thoughts are that going to those rallies over many years, people feel like they're part of a movement. And Donald Trump doesn't erect like typical political campaigns. He's built a movement, and people feel that they're part of that. So many of them have been castigated and denigrated, not just by political adversaries, but by members of their own family and friends, colleagues. There's been a lot of division in this country, and yet they go. I've provided countless selfies just as a staffer, signed their signs, and then when you listen to why they're there, it's always substantive. This is the man that's going to help us with the economy. This is the man that respects law enforcement, border patrol, military, veterans, military spouses. This is the man that didn't start any new wars. In fact, recalibrated trade deals, is asking other NATO countries to pay their fair share. People are always very specific about the policy prescriptions of President Trump. And they're there because they feel part of it, and he makes you feel part of it. Look, an assassin's bullet should never be an occupational hazard of running for president. I believe President Trump yesterday is a metaphor for the entire nation at this moment. We're brought down to our knees, and we just must get back up and fight. The theme here in Milwaukee this week, keep America safe, keep America strong, make America great. People see what that means now. And I just have to say this. We're all trying to tamp down the political rhetoric. I get that. But ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't that long ago that January 6th committee, Benny Thompson, introduced legislation to strip any convicted felon of Secret Service protection. That's not just petty, it's dangerous. It's un-American. And I can read you the list of co-sponsors that he had who were all too happy to remove Secret Service protection from a former president. Every former president that we have and former first ladies have Secret Service protection for life. And yesterday you see exactly why that is the case. So we know that President Trump will not be cowed. He's unbowed. He's the strongest, most resilient man that I've ever met. I think that we're all very shaken because we've all been there up on the podium with him in the audience, and the person who lost his or her life yesterday, I think we have to keep that person close in heart because all they were doing was showing their love for America and expressing it's our First Amendment right, friends, right to assembly, right to speech, right to political gatherings, and nobody should feel deterred. Also, I feel that President Trump, when he talks about why he's running again, even someone like me who cares about him and his family said to him a while ago, you don't need to do this. We all hope you do this, but you don't need to. You have a great life, an amazing wife, wonderful children, 10 grandchildren, fabulous golf game. If you really love the person as I do, and I'm grateful to him forevermore for all the opportunities has given me and what he's done for America and would do again. If you love the person, you wonder, why do this again? But it's never hesitation for him. You see why he's doing it, and he's literally going to get back on his feet, like you saw yesterday. Get back on his feet, encourage everybody to do the same. Come to Wisconsin this week and address the nation, if not the world. And his message will be one of strength. I want to say one last thing. In recent weeks, it's been President Trump has been unifying his party and trying to unify the country. The other party's been divided about their nominee. He has been, I think, much more unifying, much more cohesive, and expanding the party and expanding his political map. And I think this is a metaphor for that as well. We all need to come together, but we will not forget the political rhetoric that others are using, the hateful speech that was making its way on social media last night. There's literally no time for that. I haven't been able to verify it, but apparently there is a Benny Thompson staffer. I got this from a senator this morning who was on posting stuff last night. Hey, shooter, go get some lessons. Don't miss. I'm not for political violence, but this is what you get for all your hate. saying that to the former president. We cannot have that, ladies and gentlemen. It's a dangerous world, and the Secret Service is excellent. I was just a staffer and had 24/7 Secret Service protection when I got to the White House because of how crazy people are out there and how at risk we all were and are. But guess what? The evil people have to be right just one time, second, one moment. President Trump had the hand of God on his shoulder last night. He came within inches of his life, and we're all so grateful to law enforcement, those who don't back the blue, who want to defund the police, not defend the police, who won't generously resource our Border Patrol, our law enforcement, our brave men and women in uniform. Please rethink that, because they're to protect all of us regardless of our politics.
Kellyanne, thank you. And thank you also for bringing up those in the crowd, not just the one who lost their life, but all of Donald Trump's supporters. He's the most persecuted politician ever, I think, in the history of the world. And also his followers have been persecuted by our own government, sadly. And I'm really, really thankful that you're bringing that up as well. So thank you, Kellyanne.
They are not deplorable. They are not deplorable. They're not irredeemable. They're not mega MAGA. They're wonderful citizens of this country who deserve to be respected. Thank you all. God bless you.
Absolutely.
God bless you, Kellyanne. We love you.
Know that. Kellyanne, thank you so much. All right, former President Trump confirming he will speak at the RNC in Wisconsin this week after surviving the assassination attempt on his life. In a new memo, the Trump campaign detailing new security measures that will be in place in Milwaukee, while telling staffers dangerous rhetoric on social media will not be tolerated.
So Bill Maluzhin is live from Milwaukee this morning. Bill. We may not have Bill.
We'll have to get him in a moment. You know, we're going to go to